Claude just dropped a bunch of brand new updates that you need to make sure that you're using because they just released a brand new model. They just released brand new capabilities to Claude CoWork, and they released a bunch of brand new settings that you're going to want to make sure are turned on if you want to get the most out of Claude. Update number one that I want to show you is Claude has actually made it incredibly easy for you to be able to transfer all of your memory and all of your context from other LLMs into Claude. It's literally as simple as this. Just pull up Claude right here. You're going to want to come into your settings. Then you're going to click on settings right here. And then this is going to pull up your settings where you're going to be able to come into capabilities and you're going to see this right here. Import memory from other AI providers. Now, under here, what you want to do is you want to click on Start Import. This is going to give you some code. You are then going to take that and you are going to come over to your other providers. For example, ChatGPT, we're going to paste this in here and just use this prompt. And you could do the same exact thing inside of Gemini. Then we're doing the same thing over here. We're going to come over here. We're going to put this in here. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to extract in code everything that ChatGPT knows about you. In addition to that, it's going to do the same exact thing for Gemini right here. And then what we're going to be able to do is actually paste this over here. And this is then going to get added into Claude's memory. And this is incredible that they actually released the ability to be able to do this. So we can see that this is still processing and this over here in Gemini is done. So I'm going to copy this code right here. I'm going to bring this over to Claude. I'm just going to put a few spaces below that. Now ChatGPT is done. We're going to copy this. We're going to put a few spaces below that. And then we're going to click on add to memory. And now that what this is doing is going through and this is actually updating our memory on Claude. And this is going to give you a summary that is going to be regenerated every night. And it doesn't include projects which have their own specific memory. But essentially what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to go through here and say, okay, I want it to know this. I don't want it to know this. And what I would also strongly recommend that you do is just go through all these different points because they might not be accurate depending on what these tools are remembering about you. That was just the first upgrade. The second upgrade is actually going to be found on Claude's desktop app. So what you need to do is you need to come over to your Launchpad if you're using Mac, or if you're using Windows, you need to pull up your apps. You need to pull up Claude right here, and then we're going to see Claude. You want to make sure that you are going to be inside of CoWork right here. And now you're going to be able to schedule out tasks and actually begin to automate things with Claude CoWork. So if we come over here and type in / we can then type in schedule, and you can see that this is going to allow us to create a scheduled task that can be run on demand or automatically on any interval. Now, if we come over to scheduled here in the top left-hand corner, this is going to allow us to do the same exact thing. We can see right here, type in /schedule and any existing task in order to set one up. So basically, if you have Claude CoWork doing something and you want it to continue to do that, for example, I have it organizing the screenshots in my folders right here. We could see that I could just type in schedule, and then this will actually allow me to be able to do this, and this actually pre-writes out a lot of this. Now, if we come back over to schedule right here, we could also do it just by clicking on new task right here. We could name that task. We could give it a description. We could put in a prompt here. And then we could come under more options to see which model we actually want this to use, which is a really nice touch, which folder we want this to actually do work in if it's accessing our computer. And we can also set up the frequency at which this is going to be done. For example, we could have it triggered manually. We could have it triggered hourly. We could have it triggered daily on weekdays or weekly. And what I would strongly recommend that you do is I would have this go through and begin to automate everything that you are currently doing, because Claude CoWork is literally able to access your computer and it's able to pretty much do anything that you could do on a computer. So what you want to make sure that you do is begin to think about all the things that you do every day and get this to begin to actually schedule all those out. For example, for me, that would be going through my sponsored emails. That would be coming up with YouTube ideas. That would be coming up with YouTube scripts and all those different things. Now, this could actually automate it for me. Now, before I get into the rest of those new updates that are only going to keep getting more and more important, I wanted to make sure that you know how to build AI agents and AI automations inside of Claude CoWork and OpenClaw safely. And lucky for you, on March 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern, Zapier is hosting a free webinar that's going to show you exactly how to do this. I'll be attending it live, and I'm also forcing my entire team to do it because it's this important. They're going to be teaching you how to build AI agents safely with Claude CoWork, OpenClaw, and Zapier MCP. And if you go to the pinned comment below right now, you could sign up for free. Because in this webinar, you're gonna learn how to set up automations that use all the tools that you're currently using, how to securely set up OpenClaw and Claude CoWork so that you don't risk your API keys or your credentials getting exposed, and how to run AI agents without breaking the bank. Because a lot of people turn on these new tools and these new features and it ends up costing them a ton of money, but it doesn't have to be that way. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and get registered for that free webinar today. Now, the next update that I wanted to cover is going to be Claude's new model. So if we come over here into new chat, we are now going to see that we have Opus 4.6 and we have Sonnet 4.6. You should only be using Opus right here if you're doing some type of deep analysis or if you're doing coding work. For everything else, I would strongly suggest using Sonnet 4.6 because it's going to be most efficient for just everyday tasks. So if you're just asking this a question, you're not doing anything agentic, you're not doing anything coding, I would recommend using Sonnet 4.6. Now, in terms of what has actually changed, we could see right here that this is being introduced. And if we come over here, we could see exactly what this changes right here. So for those on free and pro plans, Claude Sonnet 4.6 is now going to be the default model right here. We could see that pricing stayed exactly the same with Sonnet 4.6, but it has much more improved coding skills and it has improvements in consistency, instruction following, and it's made it more accessible to developers. Now, we come down here, we could see where this actually is going to be really good. First and foremost, in computer use right here. In addition to that, we could see right here how computer use has gone up astronomically, which each of these new model updates. In addition to that, if we come down here, we could see that the Sonnet model is really going to be most powerful if you're using Claude's CoWork, Claude's Chrome extension right here. As we could see, this is going through and doing inside of this video. In addition to that, if we come down here and actually see the evaluation right here, we could see that it is way better than Sonnet 4.5 at almost everything here. And we could see that this is really only getting beat slightly with Opus 4.6, and where this actually really excels is going to be office tasks right here, agentic financial analysis, and it's just a lot faster and it's a lot cheaper than the other models. For example, this right here compares Sonnet 4.6 to Sonnet 4.5 on a money balance over time, and we could see that Sonnet 4.6 absolutely crushes it. In addition to that, so to make a long story short out of that, basically you want to be using Sonnet 4.6 when you're doing anything besides coding or super agentic tasks, but both of these are actually going to really excel. Now, the next thing I wanted to cover are going to be some new settings that you need to make sure you are enabling on Claude. Because now if you come over into your settings right here and we come over to capabilities, we're going to see a ton of things that you need to make sure are going to be turned on if you want to get the most out of this. First and foremost, you should already have these turned on, but you want to have search and reference chats turned on. You want to have generate memory from chats turned on. If we click into this, we could actually see everything that Claude thinks about us, and we could go through and actually manage all of these different memories right here. In addition to that, if we come down here, tool access, I would strongly suggest that you have this be auto. You want Claude to choose it for you. I would strongly suggest not having on demand, and I would strongly suggest not having always available, because what those two things are going to do is just slow down your work process, especially if you're using Claude CoWork over here. Now, the next thing that you want to make sure that you do is under visuals right here, you want to have both of these turned on, both artifacts and AI powered artifacts. Basically, it's going to allow Claude to give you way better things. In addition to that, code execution, you want to make sure this is turned on. You want to make sure that this is turned on. Under domain allow list, I would strongly suggest that you have package managers only. I would not have all domains on here because you don't want this to just randomly do things on domains, because that's going to be a massive security risk. Now, the next thing you need to make sure that you do is under connectors right here, you need to make sure that you're coming over here and connecting all of the different tools that you can. There are two ways for you to be able to do this. One, you could come in and actually browse all the different connectors that Claude automatically comes with out of the box. Or if we come down to custom connector, you could see that you could set this up to any MCP server that you have available. Now, if we come over to Claude, in addition to just setting up connectors, you're now going to see customize in the top left hand right here if you're under CoWork. We can come over here, and if we're just under chat, you're not going to see it. But if we come back over to CoWork, you are going to see it. So you want to make sure that you are clicking right here, and you want to do three things. One, you want to connect your tools. So if we click into this, this is basically going to bring us into those integrations where we could go through and we could connect this to all of these different apps right here. So if you want to be able to automate things inside of these apps, I would strongly suggest going through and doing this. In addition to that, you can also add in a custom connector right here. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you are teaching Claude different skills. We could see that I have a bunch of different skills set up here, and the most important skill that you could possibly set up is actually going to be this skill creator right here, which allows you to actually develop your own skills using Claude. Basically, what a skill is when you want Claude to understand a process. So let's say that you build YouTube scripts the same way every single time. You would want to build out a way for it to be able to do that. Or if you were making different themes, or you were making GIFs, or you were doing brand guidelines, you would want to upload all of this so that it actually has basically this memory that it can use in every single chat. Now, in addition to doing all this, you also want to make sure that when you come over to customize right here, that you are inserting all of these different plugins. Now, Anthropic has a bunch of different plugins for things like research, things like legal, things like customer support. And you want to make sure that you are actually installing all of these, because this is going to allow you to install and then actually do all of these different actions right here. In addition to that, if we come under personal right here, we could see that we can actually add these in by uploading our own plugin, adding a marketplace URL from Claude's marketplace, or adding a marketplace URL from GitHub. And what these things are going to allow you to do is get extreme consistency from the automations and the scheduled tasks that you have running inside of Claude CoWork. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through a bunch of other Claude CoWork features that you need to make sure are turned on if you want to get the most out of this tool.